Okay, so the first thing that you want to be aware of when we are doing these recordings on the PowerPoint, please make sure that you're actually in PowerPoint. Okay? I do not have a problem with you um, doing your presentation on Google presentation, so in your Google Drive and stuff. But when you actually are ready to put on the voice recordings for the critical thinking part, you need to be in PowerPoint. It's going to make your life much, much easier. Okay? So here we are. We're going to pretend that this is my just sample presentation. Okay? Putting in voice recordings is very, very easy. Just go up to Insert, Audio, Record Audio. Now, where it asks for the name, I would just put in, whatever slide you're on, just to keep it a little bit easier for you. Okay, so then I would just say, this is Miss Hansen's presentation on the United States of America. Press OK, and this cute little button comes right here. And I would prefer if you put it down at the bottom of the screen. You don't need to make it this big, okay? I can see it. I know how to click on this. If you press play, you can hear it back. This is Miss Hansen's presentation on the United States of America. You are going to want to make sure that you are being very loud or you're speaking very clearly into the computer, because if you speak quietly, you're going to come up to me on the 21st of May when this is due and say, yeah, you can't really hear me, sorry about that. And I'm going to say, no, I'm sorry about that. You're going to have to redo that and get that done. So please make sure that it's loud, loud enough so that when I turn my volume up, I can hear you nice and clearly. Okay, so that's one. I already went through and did demographics. Now the flag. So on your rubric, in your packet, the flag part says, describe what the flag design means and include a picture of the flag. That's what's bolded. In italics it says, explain why they would choose the flag design to portray them as a nation. So I would urge you, while you're getting ready for your critical thinking part, to type this up on a Word document so that you know exactly what you're going to do. It's not very hard. Once you get going though, you can go ahead and press stop if you need to. So if I'm like, okay. So this is the United States of America's flag. The 50 stars that are in the blue represent the 50 states, and the 13 stripes represent the 13 original colonies. And then if I need to gather myself, I can go ahead and just press this stop button, think about what I'm going to say next, and go ahead and record again. Or if I want to hear what I said, I can just press play. Originally, when the flag was designed, they did not have any significance for the colors. The colors did not really mean anything. It just went together. Now, as the United States has become this great nation, they figured that they needed to identify or assign meanings to these colors. So they said red would stand for valor and hardiness, white is purity and innocence, and blue is vigilance, perseverance, and justice. The things that we think of when we think of the American values. Okay, then I press OK. What is one thing that you notice on my slide right now that you need on every slide? Title, yep. What else? Yeah, my parentheticals. Now, my parentheticals do not need to be the size of this. That's fine. You can go ahead and shrink them down. But this is telling me, okay, this is telling me that I got this part right here. Obviously, I already knew it, but I'm just giving you an example. If you were to scroll down to my works cited, Could you tell exactly which one I got that from? Yes. If you go back up here, this stuff here about the colors from Strufert, are you able to tell exactly where I got that information from? And if I needed to, I could go right on to this website and check it out to make sure that everything is in working order. Okay? Also, what you're going to need to do is picture URLs. So the two pictures that I have here, the flag and this just stock photo of a cross for religion, all you need to do is highlight the URL and put it in here. You can make these really, really tiny. That's fine. I do not care. But you're at least giving credit to everything on this presentation. I will show you what this looks like now if it were to be presented. So, let's start at the beginning. So this is what I will see while I'm looking at yours. I'll just go here and press play. This is Miss Hanson's presentation on the United States of America. So it will not go automatically, but I'll be the one going through it, so I obviously know how to do all of that. All of your voice recordings are right here, down at the bottom.
Judging by the demographics of the United States of America,
Nice and
I would
easy.
say that